Okay, Leo, you guys are up. This is your August 2019 general reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you would like to schedule an individual reading with me, you can do that by clicking the link below to my calendar. So again, this is a general reading, so it may not apply to everyone or it may not apply in the same way. And you can also check your rising sign video and your moon sign video as well. Okay, what's going on for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising for August 2019? Ooh, wow, you guys got the Lovers too. Okay, we've got Five of Cups. I knew this card was going to come up. I saw it when I was shuffling. Six of Wands. Nice. Eight of Pentacles. That's always a good one. Okay. And Knight of Rods. Okay, so Leos. The main thing for you guys in August is this feeling of having come a long way and still having a ways to go, right? So you've come a long way in a few areas, right? So on either side of this, we've got Five of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. So there is some still focusing on the negative things in your life. Now, I always say, like, it is important to be aware of what's not going right or what's not working, aware enough of it in order to be able to do something about it, but not to sit and wallow in it or to get stuck in it, right? To not just focus on the negative things, because there are still good things available and happening in your life. But if all you're looking at is the negative things, you're going to miss out on the good things that are right there as well. So that's probably something that you've come a long way with, and you still have a ways to go working on focusing on the positive things. So also it looks like we've got work coming your way and work that you like. This is awesome. This may be something that you've been working towards as well, and you've come a long way and still have a little bit of a ways to go before it happens, but there is work. It looks like there is work and work coming your way that you like. And then forward progress and movement. So again, this is in career or work or business area. So forward motion, moving forward with something, moving forward with some type of work that you will enjoy. And again, this may be something that you've come a long way towards, but you still have a ways to go with it, but there is forward motion on that now. So interestingly, there's also the Lovers in with this. So this may be an area where you've come a long way and still have a ways to go. This could be in your relationship. If you're in an established relationship, it could be towards finding a relationship, or it could just be towards connecting with yourself and balancing your own inner masculine and feminine energies. So lots of things in your life, it looks like that you have come quite a ways with, but there's still a little bit of a ways to go. Again, working on focusing on the positive, finding work that you like and work coming your way and work that you like, and then also something relationship wise. Okay, so what's to come? Making a decision. Interesting. Wow. So this is next to focusing on the negative and the Lovers. So I wonder if some of you Leos have been sort of focusing on the negative aspects of relationships, or just seeing the negative aspects of relationships, or seeing relationships as a bad thing to some degree. And now you're starting to weigh your options and be like, is it really so bad to have a relationship? Maybe, maybe not. Very interesting. Okay, so yeah, this is kind of a big one for a lot of people, right? So you're not alone in this, and there's no shame or blame or guilt in any of this. Again, it's something to be aware of so that you can do something about it. So you've come a long way in trying not to focus on just the negative things all of the time, to try and start focusing on some of the positive things, but there's still a ways to go. There's still more work to be done in stopping just focusing only on the negative. but part of you wants to hold on to doing that because there's some payoff or benefit when you focus on the negative things. You get to somehow like maybe play the victim card. You get to hold on to something. There's some payoff in it, which sounds horrible, but it's part of human nature and we all do this. So again, no shame or blame or guilt in any of this, just awareness and recognition so that you can decide how you want to move forward with this, because there is forward motion happening. So ask yourself, like, holding on to these negative thoughts, how does that benefit me, right? What do I get out of holding on to these negative thoughts? Because there's some positive payoff, or you would let go of it a little bit easier, because part of you wants to hold on to having these negative thoughts. Part of you wants to hold on to just being miserable and focusing on the negative things. And that's where you have come a long way, and there's still a little bit of a ways to go, but perhaps there's another way to get that need met, right? Whatever the payoff is for that, maybe you can get that met in a different way and then still let go of focusing so much on the negative. Yeah, and so this is so interesting. Like, okay, I'm going to say this and I don't want it to be taken the wrong way. I mean this with like really good intentions. And this is just part of the human condition, I think, that applies to everybody. So again, Leos, you're not alone in this. This happens to all humans. As we're growing, as we're changing, as we're improving our lives in some way, as we're trying to stop focusing on the negative things that have happened in our lives and move forward, there's a grieving process that comes along with that. And this sounds a bit dramatic, but I don't mean it in a dramatic way. What I mean is, when we're changing our mindset and letting go of things, we almost have to let that part of ourselves die. Because holding on to that victim mentality keeps us there. But when we let that aspect of ourselves die, it doesn't mean that something horrible didn't happen to us. It doesn't mean that, these negative things are like swept under the rug or didn't happen or just need to be invalidated. It does not mean that. It means the opposite, that yes, this happened and it's no longer happening and I no longer have to hold on to it. I can see it for what it was and I can let it go. And that part of me dies to some degree. And so there's a grieving process of letting go of that victim mentality, of that focusing on the negative mentality, letting it go and grieving the loss of it because it served a purpose. It protected you up until now in some way. So it served its purpose. And then when it's time to let it go, there's sadness that comes along with it. And that's okay. And you can grieve that and move on. But make sure you go through the grieving process of letting go of these aspects that have previously protected you, but are now kind of just keeping you in a negative rut. Okay. I love it. Yep. So as you go through those stages of grieving, the negative mindset or the victim mentality or whatever it is that you're letting go of and moving on from in your life, you get closer to your family, you get closer to your friends, you get closer connections with people, you start having soulmate connections. This could be romantic soulmate connections, this could be, soulmate connections with work. So having like a soulmate work type of relationship, like life purpose, doing the work that you want to do, meeting people that end up connecting you with the work that you want to do. That's what I mean by soulmate type connections on every level. So growth. This is all the result of growth. Very nice. Okay. Energy is operating in this situation. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. As you grow and let go of the things that are just keeping you unhappy, you start to move towards happiness. This is a happily ever after card. I love it. But it requires making a decision, Do I keep going in this direction of focusing on the negative or playing the victim card or whatever? And I don't mean to minimize that in any way. Like maybe you were victimized And that's horrible, right? But it's not happening anymore, hopefully, for most of you, right? And if it is, then you need to, like, totally, there is help available in some way, like, totally reach out to somebody. But as you move through this and grieve the ending of these phases in our lives, then you move towards greater happiness. Yeah, decisions are hard. It's really, really difficult. So there's ups and downs, lots of ups and downs throughout this process, and that's normal. It's normal to have ups and downs throughout this process. It's normal to question yourself. It's normal to think, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? It's normal to think, oh, maybe I can't make a decision. Maybe I don't have enough information to make a decision, because staying where I am, even though it's painful and uncomfortable and all I see is the negative things around me, is certainty. I know how that goes. I know how that plays out. I know what that's like. And so it may be comfortable even though it's painful, just because it's known, right? So there's ups and downs, and just allow yourself to go through each one. It's part of the process. It's part of the growth, but you are moving towards greater happiness. Okay, outcomes. Wow, there might be some travel, it looks like. Possibly some travel, or something coming in very quickly within twos. Something coming in very quickly within 2 days, 2 weeks. And an emotional accomplishment. So this is great. Going through these ups and downs and letting go of the things that are like the negative mindset type things are going to be a huge emotional accomplishment for you. And total new beginning, like physical new beginning. This is like massive transformation. This is the squeeze, right? You guys are really getting the squeeze. If you haven't already, but this is for August, and so there's still a little bit of squeeze left for you guys, but massive transformation for you guys. So congratulations, Leo. I know it's not an easy process, and know that you're not alone in this. Like, this is just part of the human condition anyways, and it's worth it. Okay, so romance card for Leo for August 2019. Hey, I see someone's watching. You can say hi if you want to, or you can just watch. That's perfectly okay. Romance card for Leo for August 2019. Reconciliation. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Okay, someone from your past is returning to your life. And now I want to make this clear. Like, don't freak out. Like, if someone from your past is a little bit scary, right? So this is a general reading again, and it'll apply differently for different people. So for some people, maybe you will run into an ex, or maybe you'll hear about an ex through a phone call or something, or maybe you'll just be thinking about an ex. So maybe they're returning to you just through your thoughts. Right, so this could play out in different ways for different people. But either way, there's a phase of reconciliation there. And that's part of this transformation. Okay, 72 Names of God card for Leo for August 2019. Time travel. Time travel. That's interesting, you know, with like someone from your past returning to your life. Then we've got time travel here. Okay, gosh, the lighting, it's getting dark. I think I'll have to turn the light on in a minute. The clouds are rolling in. Hopefully we'll get some rain. Okay, time travel. I awaken remorse in my heart for prior misdeeds. I accept the frank spiritual truth that problems in my life are the result of past actions. By concentrating on this name, I will now uproot negative seeds that I've already planted, and in doing so, I transform my past, reshape the present, and create a future full of joy and fulfillment. Yes, I know, like, you guys really are moving towards greater happiness, and I'm very happy about that. I also acknowledge and commend you for moving through the process of transformation, because I know it's difficult. Okay, one more. So this is your Wayne Dyer Secrets for Success and Inner Peace card. The fifth secret. Give up your personal history. Wow, this is like related to letting go of the parts of you that served you up until now and protected you in some way, but are now just keeping you stuck in a negative mindset. Let go of that particular part of your personal history. It doesn't mean to invalidate it or that it didn't happen. It means acknowledge it, validate it, and then let it go and move on. Okay, so get out of the wake. The wake is only a trail left behind by a boat. It's not what propels it. If you apply this idea to your life, you'll see that what you've left behind is not the cause of what you're experiencing or failing to experience today. What you've left behind is not the cause of what you're experiencing or failing to experience today. Yeah, so it has protected you up until now, but letting it go is like not going to cause anything different to happen or the same thing to happen again. So there you go. Okay, Leo, that is your reading for August 2019. We will see you guys next month.